Good morning, world. You are tuned into Morning Kiss with Dom Blake. I am Dominique Blake, the voice of NWA. We have an amazing show lined up for our listeners and viewers today. You could be anywhere tuned into any other station. So I thank you guys and I love you for being here with us on Morning Kiss. I am here with my producer, Mr. Noel Sosa, and I have a super special co-host today here in studio with me. And before I say your name, let me read your stats. I need everybody to listen very carefully. American Olympic silver medalist, 4-time world championship medalist, musician, recording artist, singer-songwriter, Razorback All-American, and University of Arkansas track and field royalty. And last but not least, a die-hard animal and wildlife lover. She's none other than Miss Sandy Morris, hyphenated Smith, because she's now married. Sorry, fellas. Sandy, welcome to the show. Round of applause for Sandy.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
You are welcome. Were you not expecting that? Did you forget all the things that you've accomplished in life?
I mean, it sounds totally different when you put it in sentences and say it out loud.
Well, hopefully my voice added some magic to it. You know, that's why they pay me the big bucks here.
It really does. It's magical.
Okay, so let's talk into the mic. I want everybody to hear you.
Okay,
so
hello.
Listen,
hi everybody.
Where can everybody find you? I want to make sure that they know where to find you and to follow your journey because you're pretty awesome.
Thank you.
You're
I'm
welcome.
on all social media, Instagram, Twitter. I even have a TikTok now.
Woo.
I know I'm a 92 baby, so maybe I'm a little old for TikTok, but what is age anyway? But my handle is Sandy with an I, Cheeks, PV for pole vault. So that's like the squirrel on SpongeBob with pole vault at the end.
You know
there.
what? And for Halloween, you actually were Sandy from SpongeBob. That's really cool.
Was. Epic costume, I must say.
Okay, guys, so before we get into the rest of the show, we have to let our listeners and viewers know you can tune in right here each and every Monday to listen live on both Kiss 105.3 FM and on the PPBC Stream app. And of course, on our YouTube channel, Morning Kiss with Dom Blake. So stay updated by subscribing to the channel and, of course, giving us a like and share so that we can spread morning kisses that are COVID free. But we want to spread the love, spread the morning kisses so, people can find out more about the show and why we're so amazing. So today's show is brought to you by Rejuvenated Med Spa and Diamond Training. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into some hot topics and find out more about our superhuman co-host, Miss Sandy Morris, hyphenated Smith.
I just love that.
All right. We are back. Thank you guys for tuning into Morning Kiss. So, Mr. Noel Sosa, Mr. Super Producer, listen, I know that, we see each other all the time, but I have to check in with you. How are you doing today? And what do you have coming up for the holiday season? And in life, you have so much going on in Northwest Arkansas. I feel like everybody knows you in town. And so we want to know what's going on with you. What's coming up for the holiday season?
Well, normally I'd have some pretty straightforward answers for you, but it's been a really interesting year. So
I think for all of us.
so we'll see. I got an 18-year-old daughter, and that just only gets more expensive as they get older.
Yes, I'm here to tell you that is a fact.
I can buy Barbies all day long, but now she wants cars and stuff. So it's
she's
like
a millennial. Surprise. Okay, well, thank you. Also, I want to find out. The Kiss Studio we're doing some amazing things with companies locally. Talk to me about the turkey drive and all the things that Walmart is doing with us.
Right. So, as this is airing, we had our annual turkey drive here in Northwest Arkansas. Big shout out to our sponsors, Walmart, Big Red's Furniture and Mattress, everybody, Jose Esparza and Associates, Uncle Monkey, and Uncle Ray's fried turkeys, man. That's some good food.
Oh, yeah.
And,
a good turkey.
And again, with the kind of year it's been, it's something we do every year, but especially this year. Glad to give back to those who need it. And it's always a pleasure to do so. That's why we're here, to be a part of this community and give back.
Absolutely. I love our community. Honestly, I wouldn't be a part of any other community. I moved here in 2016 and I was just blown away by the love and, the acceptingness of everybody here. So it's a wonderful place. Would you agree? This is like a pretty liberal and cool town, Northwest Arkansas. I love you guys. So, what are you doing to prepare for the holidays? Are you doing anything big? We're on that 11 p.m. lockdown right now. So
right.
All plans, if you were planning on partying, sorry, it's not going to happen. So are you keeping it quiet with the family?
Doing the best I can too, doing the best I can. Again, it's an adventure. Seems like every day, just trying to play by the rules, stay safe, and keep others safe as much as possible, but still try to get it in a little bit. We got to try to live a little bit of
life.
life.
The way to be. Yeah, that's my new slogan. I'm gonna make some T-shirts.
Yeah, we need T-shirts.
I think so. All right, so Sandy, I want to know, what are you doing to prepare for the holidays? Like, you're a festive person. Are you hanging out with all your animals, or is the hubby coming in town? Is your family flying? Are you flying out?
Yeah. We are going to be doing some traveling, and I have had to get on a plane a handful of times now, mostly because my husband lives in Austin, Texas, because he's in school getting his MBA at UT, and I'm here in Fayetteville training. Yeah. And so I have had to fly, and it's been a very interesting experience. It's pretty nerve-wracking, but take all the precautions I can, wear a mask every second that I'm in that airport, on that airplane, and the really good one, like the N95. Yes, it took forever to find one of those, but we did. And then sanitize. I'm the crazy sanitizer when I get in, like, even before this, on the plane.
Suit, okay, people are like she's weird. I'm like, I know, but I want to stay COVID free.
Like, seriously. And then at the gas pumps, I go crazy on the gas pumps with the sanitizer. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we're going to see his aunt and uncle. It'll just be the four of us, so it'll be pretty low key, but we still have to travel to get there. So you got to take those precautions.
Well, that's fun. The personal time for me is everything. I think as you get older, you realize, like, this is actually valuable stuff. I know so many people that have lost loved ones to COVID, and so it reminds us that it's really important to be able to have that time with people that we love. Okay, so I want to talk to you and tell the world, I'm not a sore loser, but I'm such a competitive person. You guys, I'm going to let you in on a secret right now. So there was a $2,000 bet that went down.
Wait, who put the $2,000 out there? That was you, girl.
I did that, and I did it to myself because of my ego. So let me tell you how I got suckered into a $2,000 bet with my coach that I could not beat Sandy in a 100-meter race. Now, let me tell you something, guys. We're both professional athletes. My race is the 400 meters. She is a pole vaulter that also ran the 4x1 for the University of Arkansas, and that's what makes her royalty for the university. But listen, okay, my ego got the best of me. I am not in any racing shape right now, okay? So this was pure ego, pride on the line. And
here come the excuses.
I never turned down a bet. If you say I can't do it, I'm going to get it done. And I'm going to show you how awesome I am by getting it done.
Hey, that's what makes athletes great. Yes. You have to believe in yourself.
Sandy, I can't tell you the last time I lost a bet. And you know what? As I got on the line, I said, darn. Oh my God, you're gonna have to pull something out that you did not know existed. And you know what? After 60 meters, my body said, all right, you're gonna go sit down right now.
Hey, you know what? I'm used to being underestimated because pole vaulters, people don't realize we are fast.
No, Sandy.
People don't realize
that you are a unicorn, okay? You ran on the 4x1 team for the University of Arkansas. We are champions here.
Okay, I was like the D team, though.
Guys,
come on.
University of Arkansas is the winningest NCAA program in NCAA history. Okay, so let's not act like, okay, yeah. So I knew that, and I still took the bet anyway. So I want to give you a round of applause.
Well, thank you.
Really slaying the dragon here, and and I want to give Coach Johnson a round of applause. That's the women's head assistant track and field coach. He's also the coach for the professional athletes here. He's been coaching me for half of my life, a little bit over half of my life now. But he really suckered me into $2,000, and he won. And I paid him up fair and square. I always pay up on my bet.
Don't take that bait, girl.
Listen, it'll never happen again. But anyway, so I want to know, what are you focused on right now besides catapulting yourself into the sky every day and winning Olympic medals?
I mean, that does take up like 90% of my brain space, and my daily life is, as you know, completely revolves around diet and sleep and training and all of that. So
isn't it really amazing though how people underestimate that? They're like, oh, so you're going to practice? That's cute.
Yeah, like oh, that's so cute. It's like, no, I don't think you understand. This is this is a full-time job, right? And you're mentally also obsessed with it. I'm training when I'm in bed because I'm thinking about my vault.
Paranoia sets in. We're sitting here right now, and I'm like, oh my God, are my hamstrings? Are they going to be okay for tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm stretching my hip flexor as we talk. I'm like, okay, I got to make sure this is all good,
right?
you know, outside of track, I mean, I have lots of hobbies. I'm a huge hobby person.
Sandy, you have hobbies? You're a recording artist, so you just pop up on Spotify for fun?
Okay, all right. So I have one song.
What's the name of it?
It's by myself and also a Swiss band called Baba Shrimps, and it's called Souvenir. And sprinter Noah Lyles is on the track with me.
Shout out to Noah Lyles.
Yeah, shout out Noah. He's awesome. Noah is such a character.
He is.
Seriously, it was so much fun and such an awesome opportunity. So Baba Shrimps pretty much wrote most of the song, and then Noah and I chipped in, and then we flew to Zurich and we recorded it with them, and then performed it live. This was the most nerve-wracking thing in my life, like more nerve-wracking than pole vaulting in the Olympics, okay?
Really?
Yes. Oh my gosh, because I'm familiar with pole vaulting. I've practiced pole vaulting my whole life. Singing in front of 50,000 people.
That's different.
Whole different story. And no, that was not pre-recorded and me lip syncing. I was actually singing.
So that warm-up was just a little different than your
very different. Because, okay, when you're nervous on the track, like, people can't hear your voice wavering. Yeah. Like, they're looking at you from the top of a stadium. Your voice is different. And I kept thinking in my head, please do not crack. Please do not, voice do not crack.
Okay, so you were recording an amazing song. And what else do you do? I found out by accident that you're into snakes and reptiles.
I am.
Oh my God.
Very much so.
I can't come to your house.
Oh, yes, you can. I'll convert you.
No, I will pass out. As soon as I walk through your doors, I'll pass out.
No, I believe that fear is, you just need to be educated about these animals. They're misunderstood animals.
Okay.
Like, I have 3 snakes.
Noel, you come to our house with me? Oh, if Noel comes, I'll go.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Come on over.
And we're going to bring the KISS cameras. And if he comes, that's the only way you're going to get me there.
I can bring the boa here. I can bring it into the studio.
Oh, my God.
How about
you
no?
Can hang out.
If we get a company to sponsor the boa to come in the studio, maybe.
There we go.
I'll do it for. I'll do it for KISS. Okay. Well, you know what? We need more people in the world like you. So, you know, shout out to all the animal and wildlife enthusiasts in the world. You know, you guys are amazing, and I watch you all the time on social media, and what you do is spectacular. So,
Thank you.
I can't do it, so we need people like you. All right, where can people follow you, Sandy? Where can we find you?
Yeah, my social media, Sandy Cheeks PV. And yes, that's Sandy Cheeks like the squirrel on SpongeBob.
Love it.
She's my spirit animal forever and always. SpongeBob fan.
Excellent. Well, somebody asked me, what am I doing to prepare for the holidays? My mom's coming into town. She might be, in studio with us in some upcoming weeks. But she's a character. If you think I'm something, you wait till you meet Val. Okay. So she's coming. We always spend the holidays. Holidays aren't the same for athletes. So we usually spend it here with our training group. That's our extended family. So that's what I'll be doing. And I'll be preparing for some other awesome things coming up that I'll announce on the show in a couple weeks. But just training here, trying to be the best Olympian possible, and trying to balance my career, my personal relationships, and being a successful entrepreneur with all my businesses. Right, Noel? You know a little bit about that.
Big facts.
Right? So, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to get into some hot topics and some trending things that are happening around the nation. Thank you guys for tuning into Morning Kiss. So we're going to jump into this week's hot topics. So we're talking Jay-Z. So we know him as the world's, he's my favorite rapper. And for you listening, I know he's your favorite. Some of you, he's your favorite rapper as well. So Jay-Z is actually hopping into the fitness industry. So according to TMZ, Jay-Z is getting into the fitness equipment game, just like his wife. He's investing in a startup that aims to rival Beyonce's partner, Peloton. The entertainment mogul is pumping some of his billion-dollar fortune into a company called Climber. So Climber, which is about to launch its second flagship product, a pair of vertical climbing machines. Other celebs who are also hopping on board to invest in Climber includes the men's top tennis player in the world, Novak. Do not know how to pronounce his name, spelled Djokovic. If anybody knows how to pronounce that out there, please, call in, let us know. All right, so we're just going to call him Novak. So Jay-Z and Beyonce's longtime fitness consultant, Marco and YouTube co-founder Chad Hurley is also hopping into, that industry and investing in Climber. So, Sandy, do you think that people in the entertainment industry are becoming more aware of the necessity to have like multiple streams of income, especially, since the pandemic? I know I have. Like, I'm an athlete, but I'm like, oh my God, what if sports stops tomorrow? I need to do something else.
Because things like
Very
that
well happen.
could happen. This has been a wake-up call.
Absolutely.
So for sure, I think that being as creative as you possibly can and getting new revenue streams it's a smart move.
And it's important. Let me tell you something. If you decide to open up a wildlife store, I'm gonna put $100,000 into it. You know why? Because you care about animals so much. So I know you're going to nurture that business just like you do the pole vault.
Yeah,
right?
This is true. You got to be passionate about it.
If you're looking for an investor, right? If sports ends tomorrow, that is our business plan.
Thank you. I appreciate you believing in me.
First investor right here. All right. So I want to know, like, why is it important to have multiple streams of income? So in my opinion, I just don't think you should depend on one bag. I don't think you should depend on one thing because, there are a lot of things in life that are certain, like death and taxes, and the fact that if your coach gives you a hard workout that you're not prepared for, you're gonna die. Those things are certain, right? But why do you think it's like important to have like multiple streams of income?
Well, I'd say it's important, but also it would be kind of a waste of our platform. I mean, we have this platform. If you are smart about it and you learn how to utilize it, you can monetize it in so many other ways than just performing on the track. Now, obviously, that's going to be like my main focus, but that doesn't mean you can't have some little side gigs because hey, like you got a big social media following. That means a lot these days.
Right. And if you have 100,000 people that love you and they're invested in your journey and your dream, imagine if you sold something for 99 cents to that group of people, of 100,000 people.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, I am no math genius, but you guys do the math. That's
if
all I'm saying.
If all of my followers want to give me $1, then there you go. You got a whole salary, that's six-figure salary. Let's go.
Boom. Right? Listen, it's not rocket science. I just think that people need to understand the importance of having multiple streams of income and what that really means for not only yourself, but for, your legacy and your family. Because if you do plan on having children one day and, being successful, this is something that's super important that should be on your goal list, right?
I agree.
So in my opinion, or I want to know, is it a good investment for Jay-Z? Is Jay-Z known for like anything fitness related or anything in the exercise,
I mean, I would say he's not, but I mean, he's freaking Jay-Z. So if he wants to start whatever line, he's got that platform, he can do it, but he better be like passionate about it. Or
listen, Sandy, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if Jay-Z decided to sell snails in a plastic bag,
he could sell anything.
He could sell it and people are gonna buy it. So that's the wonderful thing about integrity, and when you build your following and you're consistent, you can sell anything to the people that are invested in you. So his brand is so big that he can now jump into the fitness industry. How crazy is that?
He can do whatever he wants.
Listen, if Kanye West can sell holy t-shirts, right? Literally t-shirts with holes in them for $400, anything's possible. If Donald Trump can become president in America after being a reality TV star, anything is possible. All right. So shout out to Jay-Z and him investing in this idea and company in the fitness industry. I'm excited about it. I can't wait to see it. I don't think he's ever lost with any investment he's ever made. So I can't wait to see this and see what comes from this. Yeah. So what are some good investments for the average person or the millennials? I think times are changing and people are like super and hyper aware of what they should be putting their money in, because the tides are turning, the pandemic is here, and people are like, oh my God, what's the next best thing? What do I need to do if life just changes tomorrow? What do you think?
Oh my gosh. I mean, that's a hard question to answer. I'm wondering the same things because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And COVID has made that more obvious than ever, that like things are out of our control.
Let me tell you who does know. Amazon knows.
This is true.
Jeff Bezos knows.
Yes. Whatever it is we are investing in, it better be virtual. Like, oh my gosh. Can you imagine if you were one of the Zoom people who like
Let me tell you
started
something.
Zoom. Holy
Zoom
moly.
put Skype out of business. Do you
I was
know,
just thinking about that.
Skype is not even
I was
a
just
thing
thinking
anymore.
about that.
And
Poor Skype.
was poor Skype.
Poor Skype.
Like, listen, but you know what? They got comfortable. Sears
Yep.
got comfortable. Toys R Us got comfortable.
Yep.
And Amazon stayed consistent. They listened to their consumers, right? And they filled that gap and that need
gotta
while
be-
everybody else
Yep.
kicked their feet up. And we're just like, nah, we're good. We're just going to
You got to
stay.
be willing to reinvent
There you
your
go.
product. You really do. This is why when you think about like movie stores and things like that, they're gone. Like
What's
Blockbuster,
happening
gone.
to AMC theaters right now? When's the last time you've been to a movie theater?
Girl, I
Right.
don't even know.
They were-
but
I heard-
drive-ins need to pick it up right now.
Right, I agree.
Oh my gosh, this is an opportunity for drive-in theaters.
I
to
heard
pick
something
it back
about
up.
Walmart. This is allegedly they were coming up with this idea to have drive-in kind of situations in their parking lots. They've
Yeah.
turned up the music in the parking lots, which now make me a little bit more happier when I go to Walmart. So shout out to Walmart for
I'm always
doing that.
confused when the music is like blaring as I get out of my car.
It's
I'm
always
like,
dance
I'm
music,
like looking
so-
around like, where is that coming from? My life is a movie right now.
So listen, in my opinion, I think some good investments are always like real estate. Getting a shout out to Robinhood. They aren't paying us for, advertisement right now, but I am really paying attention to stocks because at this particular time in life, some companies are doing really bad and some companies are obviously doing great. So, I've really just did some research and found some companies that would be worth investing. So in your spare time, download that Robinhood app and, make you some money. What's an extra $300 every week is not a bad idea, guys. All right, so we're going to talk Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson has been diagnosed with a torn Achilles. Now, will he miss the entire NBA season? Listen, he is one of the Splash Brothers. For those of you who follow basketball, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, according to TMZ, NBA superstar Klay Thomas has been diagnosed with a torn right Achilles tendon and will miss the entire 2020 to 2021 season. Oh my God. Like, just as an athlete, reading that is driving me crazy. Like, knock on wood. Oh my God, I don't even want to
I know.
think about that. But it's the worst possible news the Golden State Warriors could have received about the Splash Brother after he went down with an injury during a pickup game Wednesday in downtown LA with other NBA players. So it's a major blow to the Warriors, who posted the worst record in the league last season without their two big stars, and that would be Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, who was recovering from a broken hand. Thompson is easily one of the best shooters in the game with a career average of 19.5 points on a 45% shooting, including 41% from three-point range. Do you know how crazy those numbers are? Like, they just made the three-point shot just like a thing. Like, it's not
like
even special anymore
casual.
Right, so casual. So, Klay, get well soon. We're definitely keeping you in our thoughts. As an athlete, I feel it, brother. And so, we're wishing you a speedy recovery. I want to talk to you because this is like our territory, right? We're athletes, and how does injuries affect athletes emotionally and psychologically, in your opinion? Just because, we both experienced this.
Right.
So,
I mean, I've had my fair share of injuries.
Yep.
And you really just have to stay positive, and you have to become like obsessed with your physical therapy. Like, you have to shift your mindset from, okay, so I'm not going to be competing anytime soon, but it's the little small wins that are going to get me there eventually. So focusing on therapy every single day, making a plan, a game plan, getting like really healthy diet, listening to your doctor, become obsessed, and then few months later, you're a lot healthier than you probably were before the injury. That's what I've experienced.
So, guys, I don't think you can get any better advice. Does it get any better than coming from an Olympic silver medalist? I'm just saying, if it ain't working for you, it ain't gonna work for these people that are listening and watching at home. So, I think the key word in what I'm hearing in that response is obsessed.
Yes.
Right? Anything that I'm super successful at, it's because I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to be obsessed.
Yep.
Right? So I think that was perfect advice. I totally agree with you. And, for those of you who are athletes, or even if you're not an athlete and you just have a setback, on the physical side or even on the mental side, you lost your job yesterday, you have to become obsessed with adding more value to your life and going after another position, another job, applying to, other jobs, even while you're at home. So it's not about folding or just, saying, this is it for me. No, we all go through it.
It's the little things. Like, what can you do every single day to get yourself a half of an inch closer to your goal, whether that has something to do with your job or whether you're an athlete and it has to do with your performance. It doesn't matter what it is. You have to, what are you doing every moment? If you're injured, you got to find creative ways to still train. So, for example, this past week, I kind of tweaked my quad. So I haven't been able to sprint for a couple of weeks. And I was like, all right, this is time for me to really hit the weight room, upper body, core, focusing on that.
So Sandy, what you're saying is we should race now then, huh? Right now?
Yeah, let's go. Oh my God.
Now is the
as I
perfect time.
re-pull it.
So the bet's $4,000.
Sabotage.
Yes. So for those of you who are listening, next Wednesday we're betting $4,000 at the track. I'm kidding. All right. So
I'm sitting here like, ooh, are we? My
she's
quad,
gonna
it's
rehab
starting to feel better
herself
right now.
back into shape to be able to win that $4,000. Listen, I think that's perfect and amazing advice. It is the little things, and so that also is the thing that adds to the bounce back, right? And how about your story once you've overcome that? That is the thing, honestly, that I think a lot of athletes take pride in whenever they go and do public speaking, events and they talk to younger kids. Like, it's about all the things you go through. When you're on that podium, you cry, not because, you're crying because you won that medal, but you think about all the sacrifice, all the hard work, all the rehab.
And it has to be for you, because let me tell you something.
Yeah.
The people out there, the fans, they get to witness that one moment of greatness.
Yeah.
They were not on that journey.
They weren't shooting with you in the gym, Sandy.
Exactly.
Right.
They weren't there when,
Yeah.
I was so exhausted from practice that I was throwing up and I couldn't move for 2 days, or when I pulled a muscle, or when I broke my wrist.
Yeah.
Any of these times, and people witness the one moment of your success, which is awesome enough. But then you add in what athletes have gone through day in and day out, mentally and physically, to achieve those things.
Yeah, I know.
These are
these are the conversations that you don't hear often. So we're privileged to have this information to share with you guys. So I am excited. Okay, last but not least, our last hot topic is former New York City. This is gonna crack y'all up. Former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani's embarrassing moment. So. Shout out to TMZ. They're just coming with all the hot stories. According to TMZ, Rudy Giuliani's sweat fest is stealing the spotlight at President Trump's election battle, because he appears to have hair dye streaming down his face. I know y'all have seen this on social media. It's the most hilarious thing. And you know what? I think it's karma. I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah.
So the man in charge of President Trump's legal fight, Rudy Giuliani, to overturn the election's results, was sweating profusely throughout a news conference. So often taking breaks to wipe his face and visible sweat beads on his forehead. At one point it got so bad that streams of what looks like dark hair dye ran down both sides of his face. As for what's actually being said at the news conference, Giuliani's continuing to make baseless claims of rampant voter fraud and discrepancies in multiple states, with added eerie for Michigan, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. It's truly being a sad sight to see, for reasons beyond Giuliani's bad dye job. Honestly, he's perspiring so much, you gotta wonder if he's battling an illness. It wouldn't be the first time a Trump-related event included such an outbreak. Honestly, you know what? Now, my first thought was he nervous about the information that he was delivering to the world because he knows it's BS, You
have to wonder that.
Right? So Trump is like, I did not, this is not a fair and square deal here. They're cheating. Let's recount. Sir, no matter how many times you recount it, they got it. You just got to give it up,
Yeah.
And so, we have to accept it, just like we accepted when you won and, you beat Hillary. Don't know if it was fair and square, but, you beat her and you became the president for 4 years. So, that's it. So I'm like, is he sweating, or is that just a natural reaction of the hair? I've never seen Giuliani ever have hair dye like that ever happen. So, what do you guys think? Anyway, do you think it's weird for men to have hair dye? Like, is it weird if your husband just came and said, honey, I want to dye my hair?
I mean, it's a nuanced topic, right? But I do think, it's more normalized for women to like dye their hair if they're going gray. But like, I don't think there's anything wrong with a guy who's going gray.
I agree.
To touch up his hair and dye his hair. That's okay.
I agree. I totally agree.
I kind of, I don't feel bad for him because, it's, everything that's happened. But at the same time, it's so cringy.
You don't have to say anything else.
It's so cringy.
On that note, we're gonna cut our hot topics, guys. We're gonna take a quick break, and we're gonna be right back. Thank you guys for tuning into Morning Kiss. Today's show is brought to you by Diamond Training and Rejuvenated Med Spa. Rejuvenated Med Spa, you can expect the best treatments aimed at regaining balance, vitality, and well-being, as well as slowing signs of the aging process, all with a consistently extraordinary experience. Give them a call at 335-5777. Their address is 3959 North Steel Boulevard, Suite 122, Fayetteville, Arkansas. And Diamond Training, NWA's #1 personal training company. Rated #1 on Google for amazing customer service and guaranteeing results. Call today for your free personal training session at 479-312-0296. Use special code DTKISS to get $200 off any package purchase. If you would like to advertise your business on Morning Kiss, send us a DM on Instagram at Morning Kiss with Dom Blake, or give us a call at 479-312-0296, and we'll get you hooked up so you can tell the world why your business or product is so amazing. So guys, each and every week I bring you a word of the day. Today's word is disquisition. Disquisition means a long or elaborate essay or discussion on a particular subject. So I'm going to use it in a sentence for you. I don't just love cheese. I wrote a disquisition on the origins of cheese making, right? How cool is that? So the word of the day is disquisition. Our final message today before we wrap up, don't be afraid to evolve, guys. Listen, have compassion for and empathy for people who choose to show you their darkest demons in unwarranted moments. There are times in our life when we ask ourselves, why would someone say that about me or treat me this way? What we have to understand is that things aren't always about us. Believe it or not, people only operate from their level of experience and reality. So if someone does not have the spiritual and emotional intelligence to be able to respond with true understanding, it's not your fault. So always seek to grow your ability to effectively communicate, be reasonable, empathetic, honest, and polite. You never know the deep insecurities that cause people to behave the way they do toward you. So we're all a work of art, but more importantly, we're all a work in progress. All right. So don't be afraid to evolve into being a better person and just being more understanding. All right, guys. So a special thank you to our show producer, Mr. Noel Sosa, our co-host, our super co-host today, Miss Sandy Morris hyphenated Smith. Thank you guys for tuning into Morning Kiss right here on Kiss 105.3 FM and on the Stream by PPBC app each and every Monday, 9 a.m. Central, to kick your week off. Tell a friend to tell a friend so we can spread the word about Morning Kiss, the morning's hottest show. If you've missed it, you can also head over to our YouTube channel, Morning Kiss with Dom Blake, where you can see each and every show. Be sure to like, share, leave a comment, and subscribe. We want to hear from you. So if we've hearted your comment, that means we've seen it, and obviously we love it. Also follow us on Instagram at Morning Kiss with Dom Blake. I'm your host, Dom Blake, the voice of NWA. Until next time, I love you guys and have a great day.